What's up, guys? Before you check out this video, I want you to go over to KennyFlorianMartialArts.com. That's where I have my first and only instructional, and you can get 15% off with the coupon code YouTube.
When we're training, when we're competing, it's very important to differentiate between a technical mistake and a fundamental mistake. A fundamental mistake is one that is extremely important and it takes time to fix. It's typically something like, let's say, your stance. If you have a poor stance or if you have poor posture, that would be a fundamental mistake. It's something that no matter what kind of grip you have, it's probably not going to work against someone who is good. A technical mistake is more of a quick fix, maybe a grip, an incorrect grip, a miscalculation. We're going to talk about those two types of mistakes and why it's important to understand both of them. If I am starting my guard pass from a standing position and I'm getting my grips and I have a nice solid grip, let's say I'm grabbing right here in the front of the shins, I have a nice solid grip here, but I'm starting way too far away from my opponent. From here, he could easily just sit up, grab my collar, stand up, maybe collar drag me over to that side, right? So if you grab my collar, I'm still in this position, right? Bring me down to the mat, off balance me, and thwart my guard pass. Now, I might be kind of safe out here, but if I'm expecting to have all this space and run around or prevent him from standing up, I'm mistaken. And this is a kind of fundamental mistake that my range is off. Okay, I cannot control my opponent competently, and this is going to throw off all of my guard passes. This is a fundamental mistake. Now, I have a bit of a wider base, but I'm starting here, right? All right, try to come up. All right, he can't really come up. I'm a little bit closer to him. And let's say I grab something like over here, right? Now, this is more of a technical mistake. I'm holding his upper body, but this is a mistake because he can still kind of use his legs. This is his first line of defense. Right, his legs are his first line of defense. So instead of holding here, right, which is a technical mistake, I should be holding here. So now maybe I can start to put pressure, move around that leg, and then go into my pass. You know, my stance or my base or my range can be thrown off. That's a fundamental mistake that needs to be fixed before I can do any of the passes. This, going from here to here, is a quick fix, more of a technical error. All right, let's say I'm passing half guard and I am underneath here, underneath his head. I have my underhook, but I am directly, my hips are directly over his. He could move me. He swept me not because of a grip. He swept me because I made a fundamental error. I allowed him to get directly underneath my center of gravity. My hips are directly over his. He can move me pretty easily. This does not allow me to control him very well, and if anything, it allows him to move me. This is a fundamental error. I can place my hips a little bit off of his, right? I have much better control. Try to move me with your hips, try to sweep me. I have much better control, and let's say I am behind his head, but I'm more gripping his shoulder or something like this, right? From here, turn your head towards me, create the space, and now I lost the position. That's more of a technical error, where that could easily be fixed by, instead of just thinking that it's my hand or grip on the shoulder that's controlling him, if I just lean my shoulder across his cheek and prevent him from turning and facing me, I immediately start limiting what he can do, and then I can plan my pass. When you're going through your jiu-jitsu career and when you're learning things, make sure that you're not making fundamental mistakes. Those are things that are typically going to take time. Adjusting your stance. This is not a very good way to pass guard, right? My feet together don't allow me to move very fast. I don't have a nice wide base. He can trap me with his legs. He can do a bunch of off-balancing techniques. He can grab my heels, send me back. Right? This is not setting me up to be successful. I'm not balanced. I can't move well. That would be a fundamental error. This is much better stance. This is a much better stance. I can move quickly, right? A grip on the outside here. If I want to move his leg, maybe this isn't the best grip. Maybe I want to take care of this first and go from maybe this technical mistake or miscalculation to getting rid of this part of his leg first, where now I can move and hopefully get a pass. It's important that you understand that fundamental mistakes are systemic, that if you are making those types of mistakes, they will haunt you everywhere and in a variety of positions, whereas a technical mistake is more circumstantial. Those are easy fixes. You have to be aware of those as well, but it's important to differentiate between those two so you can make those big jumps. Address those fundamental mistakes first.